Aptus FinaleBoost is a maturation booster that's an important part of the premium collection provided by Aptus Plant Tech, particularly for the final phases of your blooming or flowering or fruiting stages. Some of the benefits of using FinaleBoost is that you're going to have a better stimulation of fruit and bud maturation. Some growers even report being able to finish or harvest several days early because of using FinaleBoost. You're going to see an improved crop quality, and that's typically due to the potassium and the sulfur that stimulates better fruit and better flower production towards the end of your cycle. FinaleBoost is also 100% water soluble and organo-mineral, which means it leaves no residue in your feed lines, your hydroponic system, or in your feed reservoir. And this is nice because it allows for better and more thorough mixing as well as more stable solution. Most importantly about FinaleBoost is the high bioavailability of the minerals that are in it. And bioavailability is important because you can end up using a lot lower quantities or volume of a fertilizer and achieve the same or better results due to the bioavailable form versus a locked out form. And you're going to see a firmer end product, and this is again due to the potassium and the sulfur and the protein synthesis and some of the other things that they do within your flower. FinaleBoost contains some very important ingredients. First of all, you've got high concentrations of potassium, which are in a bioavailable form, and that's very important. Again, you can use a lot less and achieve a lot more when you have a bioavailable form. It also feeds the plant in a way that doesn't stress the plant, so you get a healthier, more robust growth throughout your cycle. The organo-mineral form of potassium minimizes the antagonism with other minerals. Typically minerals interact with one another in the growing medium as well as in the plant, push each other away. Organo-mineral, as well as being properly chelated in L-amino acids, helps to minimize this antagonism and increase uptake. Potassium is very important for your starch and protein synthesis, which means you're going to have more robust growth. And of course, it also regulates the opening and closing of the stomata and enzyme activity within the plant. So you're going to get a more natural based growth of your plant throughout the entire cycle, which means better health and better resistance to pest disease and other problems. FinaleBoost also contains sulfur trioxide. Sulfur is a very important element to plant growth, and it's typically needed in similar quantities to phosphorus. And it's very important to promote the activity and development of proteins, enzymes, and vitamin complexes. It also helps to stimulate the maturation of your fruit and flowers and to increase the dry weight, as sulfur is a very important component of protein and structural elements within your plant. It also is a component of many flavorings and aroma compounds that are within a lot of different plants, and so better, higher quality sulfur is going to increase the flavor and quality of your plants. And of course, as with all Aptus boosters, FinaleBoost is the minerals in FinaleBoost are chelated in left-turning amino acids, which are a natural form of aminos that plants recognize. And the wonderful thing about amino acids is they aid in floral development and maturation, of course, but they also assist with nutrient absorption. And this is through a natural chelating effect, where essentially when the plant goes looking for potassium, instead all it sees is an amino acid. And it likes amino acids, and so it's readily absorbed, takes that amino acid up into the plant very readily, where it then dissolves and the potassium is made available to the plant. And of course then the amino acid is used for many other plant processes, structural, hormonal, etc. And finally, FinaleBoost contains organic nitrogen. While nitrogen is not needed in as high quantities throughout the bloom cycle, particularly at the end, it is still very important for many plant processes such as photosynthesis. And what's really important about organic nitrogen is that it's absorbed very readily into plant tissue because it's found in the amino acids. But more importantly is the organic form helps to minimize the antagonism with other minerals, and particularly flowering minerals like phosphorus and potassium. And when you use nitrate type fertilizers, that nitrogen source, that synthetic salt form of nitrogen, is antagonistic or pushes away other minerals, which can cause deficiencies, stress in the plant that's not wanted, and you end up with a lower quality crop. And also with an organic nitrogen, you lower and almost eliminate the risk of burning of your plants, particularly in the later cycle when nitrogen is needed less. When you're mixing and using FinaleBoost, a few things to keep in mind. First of all, you always want to mix it after you mix Facilitar into your water and your base NPK fertilizer. You're going to use between 6 and 20 mils per 5 gallons of water throughout your bloom cycle. Of course, it depends on how long your blooming cycle is, but in an 8 or 9 week cycle, you're typically going to start about week 5 and use FinaleBoost all the way through the end. Always want to make sure you use clean measuring tools and avoid contamination, particularly back into the bottle. FinaleBoost is extremely concentrated, and we don't want any foreign contaminants in that bottle. And you always want to keep it temperature controlled as well, because it's going to increase the shelf life. If it has hot or cold temperatures, you can lower the shelf life of FinaleBoost. Finally, a little trick to help avoid antagonism between potassium and magnesium later on in your cycle. You want to use mass boost instead of a salt-based or synthetic form of calcium magnesium, because magnesium and potassium tend to fight each other in the growing medium. So mass boost is going to help minimize that antagonism. With Aptus, education is power. We believe first in education, second in products, and we're always eager to help make sure that you understand what's in our products, why they work, and not just that, but also how the plants are working and how to optimize your growing environment so that you have a more natural, robust, healthier grow, and of course your end result with that is going to be a better quality product. So for more information, education on FinaleBoost as well as the other Aptus boosters, go to aptus-usa.com/education.